There we go, unmuted at last. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the CSR live stream. I do this every time. I start looking at the game rather than the camera. Would you like to drive, Tom?
Yeah, I'll drive.
There you go, you can drive.
It's been a 2-week hiatus, so
Has
you're
it?
bound to be a bit rusty.
I know, a little bit rusty. Yeah, hey, we weren't here last week because we were having a company meeting thing, so no one could attend.
It's a good reason.
It is a good reason. So I'm Craig, I'm part of the art team, joined here by...
I'm Christine, I'm a producer on CSR2.
And I'm Hoops, and I'm a designer on CSR2.
Nice, very good. Yeah, so if you've got questions for us, you can use the hashtag AskCSR2. Chuck that in the comments, and we'll try and read out any shout-outs or comments or questions that we get as we go through things. We don't have as many people working behind the scenes today, so if things go wrong or things go slowly, that is why.
Yeah, people are all over the place. Like
It's
Italy, San Francisco.
It's been a crazy couple of weeks. But we'll still have competition things, which I'm going to kick off a timer right now. So there should be a link in the comments on both Facebook and YouTube. You can click on that thing, chuck your name into it, and we will be running a little sweepstakes thing. After that timer there runs out, we'll pick 2 people at random, so 1 person from Facebook, 1 person from YouTube, and you guys will get 10 gold keys to spend at I know, amazing. To spend at Donna's Rare Imports. And we'll be doing a t-shirt race later on towards the end of the show, which will give you a chance to win one of these fine garments. So this is the Liberty Walk CSR2, what is it, Quarter Mile Demon t-shirt. There's not many of them left, I would say. So if you want to win one of those, your best place, your best opportunity, in fact your only opportunity is on this stream. Hey look, we're going really slow. Oh, that's because of the power cable on the laptop. So back to kind of classic live stream form. We are having technical issues straight off the bat. Now, just plug. There we go. Back in business.
Oh, look at like the
Turn
frames
it off.
per second.
60 frames a second, console quality.
You get some parallax scrolling in the background.
I wish. We've got a comment from Santos M. Lujo the third.
Yeah, the worthy successor to the Lugo dynasty.
Yeah. And they're asking, can we get a Liberty Walk Mini Cooper? That's an interesting question, man. We generally have the kind of higher tier cars, which are the kind of more customized ones. But
Do they do body kits for like?
Yeah, it's cool. So if you check out the, I think it's one of the Lamborghinis that they've done, and it has like a kind of grey body kit with loads of kind of jet fighter livery stuff on it.
Okay.
They did one of those for the Mini Cooper.
Amazing.
And it's cool, and it's like you'd expect from Liberty Walk, big fat rims, not fat rims, fat fenders on the front and on the back. It's good. It's a cool looking car. We don't have any plans for that at the moment, Santos, but maybe if you shout loud enough, maybe we can get our vehicle team to look into it.
That's how it works, though, isn't it? If there's enough people going, "Hey, we want this car," that's the most likely.
Yeah, pretty
way
much.
Of getting things in.
Yeah, we've got something. So the current season prize actually is an interesting one. The HS Customs Camaro Under Pressure, which we'll come on to later on, and that's a car which our vehicle guys, so our director Michael and producer James, they saw that at SEMA in 2016, and it won this competition. It won this Battle of the Builders competition.
Is that quite a prestigious thing?
Yeah, it's like it's for people who are kind of restoring and building up their own mods to cars and stuff. And these guys won it, and James and Michael saw this car and thought, yeah, we want that in the game. So they kind of went above and beyond to get that in the game. We'll be talking about that a little bit later on. We've got a few more. We've got questions coming in. We've got some shout outs coming in as well. Omega Crew. What's that? Blackwater Rising 2. I wonder what happened to Blackwater Rising
What?
1. Yeah. And Hydra Nation from Elite World Gaming. Hydra
A lot
Nation.
of aquatic themes.
Well, maybe it's
Yeah.
Hydra from the Marvel Comics group, and they're trying to slowly take over America with their serpent ways, like Captain America did. Secret Empire just finished out in comic book stores now, if you're into that kind of thing. Maybe you're not. So we've also got a shout out for Pedro Amari, Murica Us in the house. I think he means US,
Probably.
USA, United States of in the house.
I was going to say United States of whatever. That really
Well,
topical.
Yeah, that was it. 90s reference. Very good. On form.
I think it is
Right. So, as some of you probably already noticed, we have a special new partnership with Ferrari going on at the moment, and that is to celebrate the 70th anniversary of Ferrari. So if you're a Ferrari fan, you might have noticed throughout the year, I think it started in March, was it? Or maybe later than that?
Yep.
They've been doing different events throughout the year. We saw them at Goodwood, I think. They had a big thing going on there. They've been kind of going all over the world, sharing their love for their amazing cars. And we managed a partnership with them with some exclusive cars in the game, which I don't think you can get these cars in any other game. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think that's right.
I think that's correct. So there's some exclusive cars that you can get involved with if you like. There's also an event which Tom's showing you on the iPad at the moment. But there is also an exciting real-world sweepstakes competition as well, which we'll come on to in just a moment. So I'm going to play you guys a trailer, and you can see what this stuff's all about. Run VT, I say to myself as I click the button.
Yeah,
Very
it
good.
sounds slick though.
It
doesn't it?
does. There you go. So that is the the first look at the Ferrari 70th anniversary stuff. Oh, Tom, I've done it again. I've pinched it off you. You drive.
I'll be your caddy. I'll be your caddy.
Nice. So we've got a lot of comments coming in asking about the pricing of these cars. They are in line with all of the other Tier 5 cars that we've put out. There's not much more we can say other than that at this point. But if you do get involved with these cars, you will be able to use what is it, the 488 GTB and the California T for this first round of Ferrari content.
Yeah, so it's a 5-star Tier 5 car.
Yeah.
135 fusion slots. It's got a lot of potential. I guess, yeah, I understand the comments about car prices, but it's comparable with things like the Lamborghini Centenario Roadster. It's comparable with some of the F&S.
So it's like a top end car, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and also with, sorry, like unrelated to pricing, but also with these events, in case there's some confusion, because I think I saw some when they first came out, you don't need to own the first car in order to play in the second event. So this ladder is available, this event is available for a week, and then next week the second one will be available with the California T.
And you can opt in and do whichever one you want.
Yeah, so whatever car strikes your fancy.
And the California T is a Tier 4 car.
It is Tier 4, yeah.
So that'll be cheaper.
Yeah, it is.
That'll be cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
So
they scale with the tier.
Yeah. Okay. So this Ferrari 488 GTB, I've got some facts for it.
Are they all real?
As
Yes.
as real as Wikipedia can be taken for.
Yeah.
So this particular livery on the 488 GTB is it's part of the 70th anniversary of Ferrari, as we've kind of said a few times already. But this one is based on the hang on, I've got a picture of it somewhere. Here we go. So it's based on this what is it, F2003-GA Formula One car, which was of course driven by Michael Schumacher, the legendary Formula One driver.
You can see the similarity. Actually.
You can see the kind of double stripe on the top, the little white accent down the bottom as well, and it's not a splitter, but on that kind of front bumper there, that's quite cool. An interesting thing, right? There is so on all of these 70th anniversary cars in real life, because they're real life counterparts. There is a 70th anniversary badge, and each badge gets painted on individually by Ferrari craftsmen.
Wowzers.
It's insane, like the amount of effort they put into these cars. But anyway, so GTB, there's a beep. It's all right. GTB stands for Gran Turismo Berlinetta.
Okay.
So Berlinetta, I think, is some kind of engine thing that they do at Ferrari. Like, we've got the F12 Berlinetta, right?
I thought it meant two-seater.
Maybe it does.
Because I think
maybe Berlinetta means
F12,
two-seaters.
Because I remember our old CEO Torsten, I kept calling the F12 the Berlinetta, and he was like, Berlinetta just means 2 seats.
Okay,
and
there
I wouldn't
you go.
Oh, I'll pick you up in my 4-seat.
So I guess it just means Gran Turismo 2-seater.
Yeah.
That's quite cool.
If that's wrong, then feel free to correct me.
Yeah, let us know in the comments if that's correct or not. It has a 90-degree V8 engine with direct fuel injection, and I've learnt something new today. It is a dry sump engine.
Yeah, I prefer those.
Yeah, I'm sick of those wet sump engines. But dry sump, from what I understand, means that it has 2 or more oil pumps rather than an oil reservoir.
Do you mind if I do this first race?
Go ahead.
Because I don't want to route through your event, Craig.
No,
I'll just do like 1 or 2.
Do as much as you
As you can see,
away.
there's 30 races there. If you can complete all 30 races in the ladder, you will be rewarded with 10 gold keys.
10 gold keys, so that's an extra car.
Keys.
Oh,
Hey, yeah, we've done the first round
Tommy
of the
segue.
competition. Very good. That is. Let me just change this to round 2. Save that. So we'll have the first round winners soon. I've started off a timer for round 2, which we'll show you the winners for the first one when we get around to it. So we've got a few questions. MWM is saying, would there ever be the possibility to increase the size of the crew hangout? So I don't know if you mean the physical size of the environment, or do you mean like the amount of people you want in the crew?
Yeah, the environment's right on the limit.
Yeah, I don't think we can increase that without making some pretty drastic changes to it, MWM. But can we increase the size of crews?
Well,
it seems like...
We could do. Obviously, we've always been at a cap of 30. Like when you start a crew, I think it's 10, and then with a few milestones, you can expand the size of the crew.
Yeah.
Obviously, if we increase the size of the crews, that means their sort of RP earning potential also increases, and other things would need to adjust. Things like how difficult the crew cups are for the milestones and the milestone prizes themselves.
We're getting told
We're getting
something.
mad at that. You can just speak.
Number of cars is the...
Yeah. Oh, no, it's about
Number of cars. Okay.
Yeah, it's right on the limit, isn't it, from a memory point of view?
Yeah, so we can't really show... so in the garage, we can show 6 cars. That's how you do 6 with fingers and thumbs. But in the crew hangout, we can't show as many just because there's a lot more stuff going on in that environment.
It's a big space.
It's a big space.
Lots of geo.
Yeah, we do have some updates coming in the not too distant future to that crew hangout to make it a bit more clear who's who in that list of cars.
Yes.
Some nice stuff coming there.
We're doing some other cool things actually that we tested this week. That's going to be like a little bit of time away, but some really nice stuff to improve your sense of activity in the crew. So something we're calling the news feed.
Yes, some news feeds.
Hopefully we can sort of show that in a few weeks' time.
Yeah.
There's a lot of nice features that I think you guys are really going to respond to well, because we see a lot of comments of people saying, "Oh, you're doing more events and you're not putting in features for the players," and hopefully we can address some of that feedback.
Yeah.
It'll be really good.
Yeah. Right.
Totally.
We've got some winners for. Well, we've got one winner looking on the screen. There's another winner maybe coming in soon. Maybe
Oh,
I'll.
there it
Right.
is.
Oh, okay. So from Facebook, the winner of the first round is Corey Whittack. Is Whittack the name of an Ewok? No, that's Wicket.
Well, it could be the name of an Ewok. Just one
Corey,
that hasn't
let us
had-
know if you're an Ewok on the forest moon of Endor.
Yeah, the Wi-Fi connection there, or just general 3G.
They've
signals
got
are
no
awful.
signal. It's because there's a moon in the sky. Or is it a moon? That's the thing.
Yeah.
What's in the sky on Endor?
A lot of walkways.
Yeah, a lot of
That's
treetop conflict. So that's from Facebook, and from YouTube we have Tom HD Gaming. So he's doing gaming
Nice. In
like
HD.
720 and above.
I think
Nice.
1080.
1080p. Maybe he's doing it in 4K. We never know.
Really struggling to get a perfect launch with this car. The
You doing,
needle's quite sensitive.
You doing synchronous multiplayer, or is this just
No, this is
it's just the
Shackstone
event?
is hosting the ladder for Ferrari event.
Ah, okay,
Good-
very
good of him.
good. It's very kind of him.
Nice.
Hey, should we show the other car briefly in the dealership?
Yeah.
The California
Yeah,
T.
Yeah, let's do it.
So the California T, again, like the 488 GTB, is based on an existing or quite a classic car, I guess you could say, and it is based on this,
Whoa.
and this is the 250 Testa Rossa Spider, and I'm probably going to butcher this word, Scaglietti. Scaglietti?
Yeah, that's good.
Nice, and that was so that was quite a big car in the late 50s, I think.
So here it is.
And here it is on the screen, so you can see the similarities there. It's the kind of California T Spider edition, I guess. Yeah,
Would you
it's
like
nice.
to take it for a test drive, sir?
Yeah, let's take it out on the road.
Jess will cover the fuel.
That's kind of it, very kind of it. So we'll talk more about this car next week. Yeah, it's quite a cool car, but it's
Very
tier
cool.
4, so it should be a bit cheaper, as we mentioned earlier on.
Mhm.
Let's see
Yeah.
if we've got those. If we got the previous winners.
Yeah.
There we go. So there's some previous round winners on the screen. If you want to get involved with the latest competition, you've got just over 5 minutes left to get your entries in.
Mhm.
Look in the comments on Facebook and YouTube, and you should be able to find a little pinned link that you can click and do some
Some magic.
type in or
Yeah.
whatever.
It's quite noticeable that this car, the needle's a lot more,
Bit easier to control.
yeah, a lot more easy to manipulate.
I tell you what, I like its face.
Does have
It's got a good face.
Mhm.
What animal does it remind you of, other than a prancing stallion?
Maybe some kind of duck.
I was gonna say a goose.
A goose. Yeah, because of the.
I've heard that Ferrari's esteemed engineers scoured the wetlands of Europe before they.
Oh dear.
Here it is.
It's
Look
good.
at it.
It's a cool
It
car.
looks like a clownfish.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's a
good.
beautiful piece of engineering. I'm not saying it looks like a clownfish.
Right, we should do some more comments while we have the time.
I can answer one of them.
Go for
So
it.
a few people are asking if you need to complete all of the Ferrari events in order to get a special amazing prize at the end, and the answer is no. You don't have to complete all the events
Okay.
to get
Okay.
a magic.
Did we talk
amazing
about
special
the-
prize.
Well, I think we can't talk about what the prize is,
Right.
Not yet.
but the more you compete in the season of Ferrari events, the better, because you will be able to get a pretty amazing prize,
Oh.
which someone mentioned to me the relative price at which this prize was sold for, and it was quite high in
It
the
was
real world. In the
mental.
real world.
Yeah.
So as we
Yeah.
mentioned, actually no, we should do some more questions, shouldn't we? So Fire Elite is saying, can you add the 2018 Mustang? I'm not sure. So what a good answer.
Next.
So our vehicle guys are very keen on giving you the kind of latest and most up-to-date models of the cars. Obviously we already have the Mustang GT in the game, but if we upgraded that to the 2018 model, what would that do to the people who kind of prefer the 2017 or 2016
and
model?
we
I can't remember
previously
which
did
one.
update a few car models,
Mm.
and we took some out and replaced them. And I think we actually kept the old ones and then added the new ones in. But I think you're right,
Yeah.
there are people who get attached to certain cars and they actually don't want it updating. But then if you have a load of Mustangs, is it right that in the game you could get a 2016, 2017, 2018,
Yeah.
etc., and then it's quite samey in terms of the cars you've got?
Yeah, as well, Fire Elite, we do have some other Mustang-styled cars in the pipe, so stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
I don't think we can talk about them too much just yet, but there are some cool things on the horizon for muscle car fans.
Yeah.
What else have we got? So this is from Eric Yomar Gote. Why you can lower the prices and give more gold and blue keys while you win the daily battles. I think he means, can you give more prizes of gold keys out in the daily battles? We give a fair amount of gold keys out in the daily battles.
Yeah.
You just have to reach a certain threshold to get
We
to
tend
them.
to give them at certain milestones. I mean, the other place is to kind of guarantee gold keys is on Jerry's daily login bonus. So if you stick around for a full 30 days and you log in every day, we can have a look at that now actually. There are.
You don't want to see the
gold
state of all of the things I've missed. I've
You're a
not
busy
played it.
man.
I know. Yeah, so the best place to win gold keys, Eric, is daily login. So if you come in every day for 30 days, you'll get a fair amount of gold keys, and that'll get you into Donna's rare imports. Look at that terrible performance.
You would have got 4 if you'd stuck around.
I know. I've been busy. So actually, he's asked 2 questions. The second question is, can you put more cinematics while we're racing? We do have a dedicated cinematics artist who is constantly pushing more cameras and more cameras. Because of the way the system's set up, sometimes it's a bit more difficult to get those cinematics in. But we do try and push some more cameras and things in. If you look in all of our YouTube videos where we have in-game footage or rendered footage, that's the kind of cinematics that we'd really like to include overall. So,
I think things like as well in the last Fast and Furious event with the Plymouth, we introduced speed trap mode, and that had its own unique intro cameras around the speed camera that was capturing the player's speed and things like that. So I think as we add new environments, we add new race modes, we'll try and have some camera angles that kind of introduce those events. But it would be lovely to do a bit more. When it's kind of neck and neck, we have that camera that zooms in. I'd love to build on that and really build on that.
Yeah, that would be a good thing to do, wouldn't it? Cool. Thank you for your questions, Eric. Hopefully that's cleared things up for you. Michael Chapman is saying, are you going to come out with the 2018 Porsche? Which Porsche do you mean, mate? There are a fair few of them. We do have some extra Porsches on the way though, so keep an eye out for those. Do we have one coming to Rare Imports soon on a special deal? Maybe I've imagined that. Who knows? Christine's going to check.
I'm going to check.
We've got another guy nodding his head.
Round 2 is over.
Round 2 is over. Okay, so that thing, round 2 is over. I'll hide the previous winners so we can get this sorted.
Get your hand in the tombola. Pull out some victors.
Right, so we'll start off the timer for round 3 of the competition stuff. Talking of competitions, so we mentioned earlier on, segue. I mean, come on, that's good. So we mentioned something about sweepstakes earlier on. So we do have, as part of our partnership with Ferrari, part of the 70th anniversary thing, we've got a sweepstake competition going on at the moment. Now, the first thing to point out is that this is only open to people in the US or the UK. I'm sorry if you aren't living in one of those regions, but the legal kind of stuff that we had to do to get to this point was quite intense. So we unfortunately can't offer this to everyone. But for those of you who are in the US or the UK, there is an opportunity for you to get involved in this thing. So if you participate in this first round of the Ferrari anniversary event, you will get automatically entered in to a sweepstakes. Now, I've got some images to explain this, so I'll just flick things over to here. So the first thing to note is that you will be in with a chance to win a dream trip to Ferrari in Italy. So we will fly you out, put you up in a hotel, I imagine.
Yes.
And you will get the chance to visit a load of Ferrari things. So this is really cool. So the first thing is that we will be giving out 3 of these prizes. So 3 people will get the chance to win this competition, and you get to do 3 things as well. So the first thing number 1, is a trip to the Ferrari Museum in Maranello. Is that how you pronounce it? Probably not, right?
I think that's good.
That's good enough.
Maranello?
So this is Ferrari's kind of racing heritage museum, where they show you all. There you can see all of their F1 cars. It's an incredible place. You'll get to learn all about the history of Ferrari. They have a lot of exhibitions and things on as well. So that is quite a cool thing. So that is thing 1. Thing 2 is you will be able to go on, we'll take you to Milan, and you will be able to ride in the Ferrari F1 simulation. So this is a thing which Ferrari have set up to recreate the real world F1 experience. I think that's Kimi Räikkönen in that car there.
Real life F1 driver.
Yeah, I don't think you get the G's. So,
Okay.
you know, bad luck on that front if you're a G fan. But you will get to experience what it's like driving an F1 car at those kind of speeds. And the final, probably the most exciting thing, is you will be able to attend the, right, let's see how my pronunciation goes on this, Mugello circuit for the Finale Mondiali. I don't know. Basically, you get to see this finale of the 70th anniversary celebrations for Ferrari, where they take all of their exciting super sports cars, race them around this track, and you will be able to sit there in person and watch all of these things, hear the noise.
Once in a lifetime bucket list type
Well,
experience.
yeah, I think they do this race every year, but yeah. Or at least they did it in 2015. It won't be the 2017
That's
version
true.
of it. Yeah,
Unless
so
you live for another 70 years. And then,
Still
and then it'll be the 140th anniversary.
or 70 part 2, as I like
70
to call it.
part 2. So if you want to get involved, if you want to be in with a chance of winning the sweepstakes for that, you just get involved with the event in the game, basically, and we kind of monitor it that way. You can find out all the details on our social channels, so you'll be able to find out more on Facebook, probably. I'm not sure if it's on YouTube, because you don't put text on YouTube, do you?
Not really, no.
So if you want to know more about that stuff, you can log on to Facebook and see what all the details are.
So we've got a good question. Would you mind taking that?
Yeah, yeah.
Craig? So we've got a question from 340 Races Virgin Islands on the hashtag AskCSR2 tag, and they ask, will the no stars on the loyalty Mercedes-Benz be fixed soon? So this is something we added in our most recent update, where if you try and win the Prestige car from Silver Rare Imports, after 15 attempts, if you're unsuccessful,
We can show that in a second, actually,
Yeah.
because I got some spins
Oh,
to
nice.
do. I'll just scroll down on the
Cool.
laptop.
So if we do that, we will guarantee you winning that car. So people who kind of spun many times and got a lot of frustration there,
Yeah.
we will make sure you get the car. A problem went out with that, where the car that's actually delivered doesn't come with any rarity stars and doesn't have the correct fusion profile, so it
That's
doesn't
right.
have enough fusion slots. We are addressing that. We've had a lot
Yeah.
of people who've raised a ticket through HelpShift, or have contacted us through Customs
almost
Services.
destroyed
Craig nearly
everything.
took the desk out there. And yeah, it is something we are going to be pushing a fix for soon.
Yeah, and in our next update, if you do have the non-starred version, then it'll be replaced with the starred version.
So it'll be upgraded.
Yeah, it will be
Cool.
upgraded.
So yeah, we apologise for that. Kind of, it's a shame that went out, but hopefully, hang tight. We will make sure you'll still be able to complete the Prestige Cup.
Yes.
You'll
Yeah.
be able to get your RP,
Yeah.
and then we will ensure anyone who didn't have the right version will be
Okay.
Compensated with the proper one.
Nice. So we can talk a little bit about the Prestige Cup, actually, because there's cool. I just got a stage 6 part.
Nice.
On a
Did you?
free spin, amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah, so the Prestige Cup, we're going to change things up in a couple of weeks, is it? Maybe a bit
Not
longer.
the next season, but the season after.
Okay, so we've got a few changes coming in the Prestige Cup.
Yeah.
Because we've now got this kind of slightly revised rare import screen, courtesy of Donna and some crayons. We can now do a few more exciting things. So we're gonna try some things out. But I'm gonna go in and try and win this C63
How many
MG
spins have
Black.
you got?
I've got 4 spins in the bank, ready to go. 3 star? Is it 3 stars?
No, it's 4.
Thanks, Donna.
It's not.
But hang on,
It's
maybe
all
it's
right.
okay. Maybe it's okay. We'll see where it is.
Fine.
Whoa, that's cool.
Nice
So
colour.
this is
Is that the Huracan with a nice livery?
I think it's an Aventador. No, it's not. You're clearly right. There we go. There's some bad car knowledge from me. So when you get a car from Rare Imports, a lot of people probably don't know this, but you get some exclusive liveries. So this has the Italian flag on it.
It's very
striped across.
Italian themed update this week.
I know. You know what I was going to do? I was going to draw
Bring
a
some
horse
gelato.
and just pin it
Oh,
on
okay.
here because it's red,
Yes.
but I didn't.
Didn't.
Right, another spin. Let's
But the
see.
important thing is you thought about
I
doing
did
it.
think about it.
That's
I did
nice.
think
So
about it.
that
Oh,
counts.
4-star?
Oh,
Is this
it?
right? Let's see. Let's see. Hopefully, I get it.
Tom, CSR Tom says hi
Hello, CSR Tom. He's in
What?
San Francisco right now.
from across the
Have you gone on the
pond.
Segway yet, Tom? Let us send a picture of you on a Segway with the Golden Gate Bridge in the background. That's what I'm in the market for.
That'd be good.
That's the car you need.
That's
Hey.
cool. Man, I've only seen it in red.
Yeah,
I
me
wasn't
too.
aware that you could get it in this nice
Yeah,
blue.
I think I
That's
have
cool.
it.
It's got a naughty spoiler on the
Blue.
back.
It does. It does. That's quite good.
Oh.
Do you want to hear some facts about this car?
Yes.
Good, because I've written some down. It's got a naturally aspirated 6.2 litre V8 engine. I guess that means it doesn't have any intakes, right? Or no extra intakes, at least. It's got 510 brake horsepower. I think it's like 4 kilograms lighter than the standard C63. I'm going to try and spin for another one just because I'm feeling lucky. And it's got a 7-speed automatic gearbox, but it's got a manual mode in it, so you can shift it through every gear individually.
Which is good for us because an automatic gearbox isn't really
On!
in the
Donna!
spirit of our game, is it? If you just sat
Sorry, I
there.
just got
Just,
angry
No, it's quite
because
alright.
of Donna. Yeah, man. That's...
Oh,
Oh! Hang on, that's still... I like it.
it's a cool color.
It is a
Italian.
cool colour. Yeah. Do you
And
reckon we can...
theme.
Well, Mercedes isn't Italian, but
No, but
that'll do.
that's a nice nice finish.
Right. I'm gonna use my last spin on
Well,
this
while
and
you
see,
do that,
see what we can get.
There's a couple of other questions.
Okay.
Peter, Too Cool Chin. He's got a particularly cool chin, hence his name.
Nice.
Hey Peter, I want to see your chin.
Yeah. Why don't
Send
you
it in.
have a day and night live race? So I'm assuming this is talking about the Shackstone environment, and why have we only got a day version? There is a night version in development, isn't there?
There is.
Is that true, or have I dreamt
That
it?
is in
Oh.
development. Yeah, you might have had dreams.
Yeah,
about
that's
it.
true,
Yeah,
actually.
it is a romantic track. Yeah, it's we do have a night version of Shackstone in development. It
Mm.
does look really good, but because we're quite mindful that we have a fairly large app size, we can't keep on adding in loads and loads of tracks all of the time. So when we
Well, we can't if we're adding lots of cars, and obviously
Exactly.
people want cars, so it's
Yeah.
a bit of a catch-22.
So usually, if we add a track in, we have to maybe remove one from circulation. So in the next couple of updates, maybe not the next
a
one,
few
but a
things are going to
few.
get cycled in
yeah.
and out, aren't they?
So we've got a bunch of new tracks kind of in development. The environment guys are always on point with developing new ideas. I think we've got some winners as well.
Yeah.
We have round 3
So-
winners.
Round 3 winners.
Do you want to shout them out?
You
Christy?
do them. You do them.
Oh, sure. So on Facebook, it's Martin Herjetsky. Sorry, I just butchered your name.
I think you did a good job.
Oh, thanks. And then on YouTube, Tommy Rulins.
Tommy Rulins.
Congrats.
Congrats, Tommy and
Congratulations.
Martin.
Yeah.
So I think so. The fourth round is the T-shirt round, right?
Yeah.
Ooh.
And for this round, in the link that you'll find, hopefully there will be a drop-down menu. I just burped because I've had a soft drink.
It's alright. It
It's
happens.
fairly gaseous.
Just human.
I know. Well, try not to be. So you'll have the choice of 2 people. Now I don't know who's going to race.
It's Tom and myself.
So Tom and Christine are going to do a race.
So hoops.
CSR Hoops.
Yeah.
CSR Christine.
So you pick one
With
of
a K.
those with a K, kicking K, as it's
Yeah.
known in
Primary school.
Yeah, so you choose one of those. You can only enter once. We won't accept multiple entries. Those 2 guys will do a race. Whichever one of those guys wins, we'll pick from the random. We will do a random pick from the pool of people who voted for each person, and we'll choose winners. And you will win 10 gold keys and a T-shirt, and we'll get that shipped out to you. Right. We should talk about the season prize. Right.
We should.
I'm going to go to the dealership and we can have a look at it.
And then we've got a few more questions that we can go through.
Fire them out.
So Graham Lineker, who was on 2 weeks ago, and you kept laughing at his name. But we don't know why, because it's just a normal name.
It's so similar to Gary Lineker.
Yeah.
It's good.
Why are there so many opponents disconnecting when I win? Asks Graham Lineker.
Well, you should ask the opponents, really. There's.
It could be that there's some issues with the live lobby sort of connectivity. Particularly, we know that some Android players appear to have more problems than iOS. I would say make sure you're on as stable a connection as possible, Graham. If they're just disconnecting when you win, then that does seem to be saying that maybe you're coming up against people who are not taking their defeat as magnanimously as they might. But if it's happening constantly, then perhaps, check your device, make sure you've closed other apps, maybe don't stay in the live lobby for a very, very long period of time, because there are people that stay in for like an hour.
Really?
And if you're loading in all those car snapshots of different opponents, that can build up the memory on device. But maybe you should lose a bit more.
That's good advice. Just lose some races, mate.
No, hopefully that will get resolved.
Yeah, we know that a lot of the connection issues and things like that frustrate people, but the best thing you can do is make sure you're in a stable environment, so play over Wi-Fi rather than cellular, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Right, so this is the season prize, and it is the HS Customs Under Pressure. HS Customs is a, as the name suggests, it's a custom build shop. You can find them at hscustoms.com. So this car, as I mentioned earlier on, do you want to steer around that for a bit?
Yeah.
So this car, James and Michael saw at SEMA in 2016, and it won the Battle of the Builders competition. We got some stills of the kind of stuff that HS Customs do. Now, they kind of restock classic cars, so you can see here that's a 58 Thunderbird, and there's a 69 Camaro in there, and a 69 Chevelle as well. There you go, there's the Chevelle. It's quite cool. So they basically take old cars which are maybe in a bad state and make them into frightening beasts, basically. So the HS Customs, the Under Pressure Camaro that you can see again here that Tom's looking at the back of, that is insane. It's got 1,225 brake horsepower with 989 pounds per foot of torque.
You might not necessarily know that's lurking just from the outside looking in.
So it's properly insane, this thing. It's got a General Motors 427 small block V8 engine, which was built by Thompson Automotive. It's got a pair of Nelson 72mm twin turbochargers, so it's insane. It's a proper beast. And yeah, I mean, this car is crazy. So yeah, I can show you the video of our show report, of SEMA 2016. So see if you can spot the car in this video. Let's have a look. There you go.
Good,
So
good sting at the end.
yeah, so much longer than should have been on screen. So yeah, that's kind of the kind of stuff you can expect if you ever go to SEMA, which is in Las Vegas, I think. Man, so ghastly today with the carbonated fury
Not
of
Ghastly,
a soft drink.
but Pokemon.
I wish I was ghastly.
That'd be amazing.
Float around like a poisonous, like two balls. Anyway, whatever. Yeah, so that's SEMA. Did you see the Under Pressure Camaro in there? Because I did, partly because I knew where it was in the video. But yeah, there's a lot of cool cars there. If you're into custom builds, if you're into kind of modding culture and all that kind of stuff, SEMA is the place to go. We'll be sending people out this year, so maybe we'll have another video to share with you.
Didn't Michael and James walk something like 45 kilometres?
It's
while they were
insane.
there?
It's
Crazy,
such a
yeah.
massive place that you can get lost in there quite quickly. But yeah, maybe we'll have some more on SEMA later on in the year. You might not have seen that video on our YouTube channel because it was from 2016, but there is lots of content on our YouTube channel in a similar form to that. Yeah, if you're interested, check us out on CSR
Yeah,
Racing on YouTube.
subscribe.
Dom from the Dawn of Titans stream is kicking a football against the windows. I don't understand why this has happened. Why? Look at that.
Just heckling.
And that, he's very pleased with
Yeah.
himself. I'm
Yeah,
going to destroy
good.
their stream next week. We'll see how they like that.
Good.
It's gone a bit weird.
I think he was
Right.
holding a bottle of lager.
Unbelievable.
It's not some sort of
Unbelievable.
fraternity.
I know.
Unbelievable.
Right, we got some questions we want to run through, right?
And some very quick
Yeah.
shout outs. Iron Skulls and Chris Leckie shouts out and says, shout out to Seven Words Gaming and Donna, eat my pineapple.
Nice and fruity lunch for Donna there.
Goodness
I like
me.
pineapple, so I endorse that message.
Really?
Yeah.
Eating pineapples is officially endorsed by Hoops. There you go.
Yeah.
Right, what was the
Amazing.
question we were going to jump onto?
So Seven Worlds Gaming has asked if you to have a chance at winning, do people need to buy every single Ferrari event car? No, they don't. So to win the trip to Italy, you need to buy one of the two cars that are available now. And to get the special amazing prize at the end of all the Ferrari events, you will need to own all the cars. And
Okay.
they aren't all going to be $20 each.
So they're priced according to the tier
Yeah,
and
exactly.
performance, basically.
That's right, yeah.
Okay, cool. But yeah, if you want to be in with a chance of winning that insane sweepstakes thing, yeah, just buy one car, and that's all you need to do.
And we get asked this a lot, so I'll quickly talk about it.
Go on it.
With regards to pricing, sometimes people get upset that we talk about $20, and then if you're in New Zealand or you're in Canada or you're somewhere else, the prices are different, and also
Yeah.
the prices can be different on Google Play to the iTunes App Store.
Yeah.
That is out of our control, I'm afraid. We set a kind of base price, and then the scaling and the exchange rates in different countries kind of happens accordingly.
Yeah.
It's not something we actively set, so we can't
No.
affect that.
It's completely up to Google and Apple.
Cool. Well, not cool, but you know, that's my way of moving the segment on a little bit. Right, so the timer is up around 4,
Yeah.
so it's time for you guys to do a race.
Cool.
I think it's only right that we do
Oh,
it
yes.
in the 488
Of
GTP.
course.
Who wants to go first?
I can go first.
Christine's going
Shut my
first.
laptop.
Now the question is, the 488, although it's a Italian car, it's in Canadian colours. Will that be a performance boost for
You know what?
Christine?
It
We'll
might be.
find out. So I'll get rid of this for the moment.
You're laying
Just
down your
doing
time in the event.
Well, yeah.
Nice.
Why not?
Very good. So we're going to see who's the quickest out of Tom and Christine, and then whichever wins, we'll take that group of people who voted for those guys, and we'll pick some winners, and you can get 10 gold keys to
I like
spend
how
on
you-
Donna's rare import.
You made a complete mockery of me saying how hard this car is to get a perfect start first time. Just nails it.
So Christine has got a perfect start. Now she's behind the other car at the moment,
That's
but
alright.
that's okay.
You
So,
did say it was a hard race.
Yeah.
well, there you go.
We're just worried
So,
about the time.
so the time we're looking at here, Tom, is 15:07:12 for you to beat.
15:07:12.
Do you reckon you can do it?
Restart there
I
for you.
reckon that's a pretty good time, you know.
15:07:12. I think.
Getting my excuses in early.
Right. Oh, man, another burp. How many burps will I do? I didn't even shield that one from the microphone. Right, here we
Soda
go.
consumption.
I know, soda is, it's not good for you. Don't drink carbonated drinks, guys. It's bad. So, I can't tell if this looks fast or not. Oh, hang on.
Might
You're.
be catching up more on the.
Yeah, this is.
Oh.
Ooh.
I think it's close.
So, what was it? 15:07 something.
Oh.
Wheel spin start. I did quite an early nitrous. Maybe
Really?
that's
Is
the
that
key
where
with this car.
early nitrous is the key?
Second
Right.
gear shift was quite early too. I mean, still didn't beat Sarah.
Well, she's, you
She's a
know,
legend.
ahead of
She is a legend of automotive performance.
Sarah, yeah. Okay, so anyone who voted for Tom there,
CSR hoops.
CSR Hoops, yeah,
Yeah.
you'll now be in with a chance of winning one of the t-shirts, which I can go back to. There you go. There's some t-shirts. You win one of these, hopefully. We'll get back to you in a few moments with the winner of that. We've got a comment from Debom. Is that 014 something? Anyway, can you add a Formula One car, please, with a Bugatti on top? Do you mean a Formula One car with a Bugatti perched on the top of it? Because those cars are expensive and heavy, man. I'm not sure a Formula One car can cope with that kind of nonsense.
Pressure.
It's one of our more unusual suggestions.
It is an unusual suggestion. I would imagine we won't be adding a Formula One car to a drag racing game.
It would have an advantage.
It would have, yeah, a bit of an advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an interesting one.
I mean, I would normally say never, but I think in this instance,
Yeah.
Yeah. So Jeremy Jesbra is asking, are the cars that cost $20 now going to be available later on for the rest of us that can't afford them at the moment? Are we making them available throughout the whole season?
it wouldn't surprise me if we bring them back, but obviously if you get them later, you won't be able to complete the ladder, because those prize ladders are available this week and this week only. Those things won't be brought back. So, yeah,
so the prize ladder won't be available, but the cars...
The Ferrari cars are going to be available until the end of the event.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
So up
even
until
after,
February, I think, is it?
Yeah.
So if you're saving a bit of money or you're waiting for a better month or something like that, come back and grab them. But yeah, the prize ladders won't be available whenever you buy the car. It's important to make that clear.
Yeah. Hey, I want to give a shout out to Seven Worlds as well. Thank you for your kind words. Yeah, it's good to see you in stream as always. And keep on with your YouTube content, especially the weird things where you start driving things and make exquisite use of green screen. That's always very entertaining for us.
Big time green screen.
Yeah, it's good.
Augmented reality or something.
We've got an anonymous question saying, just simply stating, add the Lamborghini Miura. Do you mean like the kind of 70s car with the nice front end? Nice front end. That is a cool car. I'm not sure, because it's quite an older car, I'm not sure what the likelihood of it being included is. But if you guys like classic cars, maybe we can add some in. I don't know.
Or if you like classic cars in the meantime, and obviously keep playing CSR2, but there's also CSR Classics, where
it is
you
available.
can experience an awful lot of those cars.
We've also got a question from Juan Hector Lopez. Why can't we race against our friends in live races or with the crew? So there's a quite clear reason for this, right, Tom?
Yeah, one of the main reasons is, well, if you go into the live lobby and you have cars that are set up to a very similar level, you can race each other. I've seen you before in there, Craig, and I think I've seen you, Christine. So it's possible, but obviously if there's a lot of players doing that, it's unlikely you'll be in the same lobby. The big issue with it is it's very hard to have meaningful races if you're using wildly different cars.
Yeah.
And if you start to have races against your crewmates, but then we put in an arbitrary kind of throttling to make sure all the cars are the same, it kind of defeats the object of you upgrading them and stuff. what would be nice is if we had a sort of matchmaking thing where we can hold you on the line and we can delay you a little bit, so then any cars could race each other, and that might be a nice way of
That's
doing
cool.
Yeah, I think we got some prototypes using that stuff in a different mode.
it. Indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting things on the horizon for people who
But it's
like
a
to
good
be
question,
stopped.
and it is
Yeah.
nice to play your friends and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
it would be good
Totally
to.
get that desire.
Yeah. Let us know what kind of things you'd like from an online experience. You know, do you want to know when your crewmates are online? Do you want to know when they've, you know, done something special? Maybe they've pulled a prestige car in Donna's Rare Imports. Do you want to know that kind of information?
Maybe
You know,
they've completed 20 regulation races.
and won $55,000. That's
$55.
yeah, all the best.
Cheers. Thanks for your continued work.
I think we might have competition winners now.
Oh,
Let's
yeah?
do a quick check. Whoa,
Ooh.
something's going on with that text document.
Whoa!
So, right, I think
So that's all of them.
so that's
for
all
the
of them.
rounds.
Okay, so round 4, Chris. Whoa, no,
It's round 3 or whatever.
I don't know what's going on. There's a text file which has gone mad.
So
No,
Can we
that's
scroll
not-
up
Tom
on the other
HD
thing?
Gaming was definitely the first round.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think we missed announcing a round actually.
We missed
So
Yeah.
round.
So we announced round 2 as round 3.
Yeah.
okay.
So the previous ones that we announced was round 2.
Oh man,
This
we've
is round 3 that we're announcing.
okay,
And then we also have round 4 winners. So I'll just go through them all.
okay.
Why not? So
Let's hide
round
this
1
for a
winners
second. Then.
was Corey Whittack from Facebook and Tommy HT Gaming from YouTube. Round 2 was Martin Herjetski from Facebook and Tommy Rulins from YouTube.
Mm.
Round 3 from Facebook was Purek Parmer, and from YouTube was John Walk.
John Watch.
Watch.
John Watch. Watch John Watch. Don't
Yeah.
set John Wick off though.
And watch this.
Careful.
I'm going to deploy our wildcard.
Do it.
Oh goodness me.
Super Cat Party. The wildcard is about to get triggered.
Hey, John Lawrence is watching. Big
He
John.
is.
Hey, look.
He's in Super Cat Party.
Confirmation pop-up.
Confirmation pop-up. Look at that.
People
Magic.
asked for that because they were sick of accidentally triggering it. So we'll put it in. Don't say we don't do anything for you.
Yeah.
So hey, we
We
need
have
to
round 4 as
round
well.
4. So round 4 for the T-shirt.
Yeah.
Who's won that?
So from Facebook, it's Chris Gagne.
Yes, Chris, you've won.
Amazing.
He watches
It
most
means-
weeks, right?
And that basically means win.
That does basically mean win, does it? Gagne means win.
Yeah.
Laboratoire Gagne
Paris.
means laboratory of win.
Yeah, I think
Is
so.
that right?
Is my
Because-
French right? Maybe it's Quebec
Because
French.
you're worth it.
Chris, you've won a T-shirt at last.
Congrats, Chris.
Thank you for
Amazing.
always tuning in every week, man.
And
Congrats.
that doesn't mean that you are now excused from watching.
You still
No,
have
you
to.
still have to watch.
Yeah.
Who else? So from YouTube,
And
who else?
YouTube, it's Keith Danko. So congrats, guys. You get keys and a T-shirt.
Nice, very
Yeah.
good. So if you haven't already, make sure you send us a DM on Facebook or YouTube, and we'll make sure we get your details and all of that good stuff, so you can get your T-shirt or gold keys or both, depending on what what round you won.
Nice.
Right, it's up to 5:30 now.
Yeah.
It's
British
time to
summertime. It's probably time to
ride
wrap
off
things
into
up.
the sunset.
Yeah. Have we got any more questions that we want to answer before we go, or are we?
Someone just said it's win in normal French too.
Is it?
Yeah. Normal
all of the
French.
different
Makes me
French.
laugh a lot. Sorry, Quebec.
Normal French. Normal French, yeah.
Oh.
How many versions of French are there?
Oh, plenty.
Plenty French.
Yeah.
Very
Plenty
good.
French.
So hopefully we'll be back next week with another live stream talking about the California T.
Yeah.
So the Ferrari event will still be on the go.
Still be kicking.
There's some other exciting stuff on the horizon as well. Lots of exciting new cars to talk about.
There's a few things coming soon, as you can see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mysterious.
Things coming soon. Amazing. So if you haven't already subscribed to us on YouTube, you can do that at YouTube/CSR Racing. You can find us on Facebook at CSR Racing Game. You can find us on Instagram and Twitter with CSR Racing as
Yeah.
well, I believe.
Yeah.
Keep an eye out on Facebook for all of the details on the Ferrari sweepstakes competition. If you want to get involved, just buy a car from the 70th anniversary collection that we've got on the go at the moment.
Yeah.
And be in the UK or
And
the
be in the
US.
UK or US,
And
unfortunately.
sorry if you're not.
Yeah, sorry if you're
Apologies.
not. Yeah. Yeah, we'll be back next time. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Hey, go subscribe to Seven Worlds as well. He's cool. Go do that. He's got 2 channels now. He's crazy. He's got a live stream channel and a normal channel.
He's expanding his empire.
He is. I wonder what will happen
8
next.
worlds.
8 worlds. An entire world dedicated to YouTube content.
Nice.
Anyway, yeah, we'll be back next week, hopefully, probably
Thank-
about the same time.
Yeah, thanks to Sarah and Gracie for behind the scenes action.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks.
One day we'll have no technical issues on a stream.
Oh.
Where's the fun in that?
Well, exactly. Right, until then, good. Right, what do? Do we say bye? Then we...
We're
Yeah, we
waving.
say
We
bye.
say bye. I
Bye.
switch to this
Yeah.
end thing.
Yeah, and then
And
we
then-
just
Then we
gracefully
turn it off.